guys and dolls. So let just give us a wee clean. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the live. Just want to come down and get a couple of I had a couple of good conversations there. Got Michelle an interview. What do you call that guy who's on the other party? What's that party?
The Irish Freedom Party.
The Irish Freedom Party. I've spoke to him. He's one of the main organisers. So I'm going to keep in touch with him as well. And just to get a general understanding of what's going on in Ireland. And, you know, I do believe the only way you can do that is being on the ground, you know what I mean? Ground level, as you know. So, bit of nonsense going on. That's quite a lot of you know, okay? Some of you have let me down, big time. And some of you have just been loyal as always. Most of you know the score. Most of you know all this, you know what I mean? But I'm going to have to go through it all again tonight on a live. So, I'm not happy about it because I expect certain people to know these things if they're meant to be in the know. Obviously they're not in the know, and they've got the ear of people and their wee whispers and their bitching, you know, instead of coming to the man, speaking to the man, you know. And one of them was told in Ballymena, the second time he went to Ballymena, he was told straight who I am. But, you know, now we're here. We're at this bit now where Freedomdad's trying to get brought down by, I'm not going to say my own community because it's a very small section of my own community. And the reason why I've been so quiet, because we wanted to see exactly where it's coming from, who's saying it, and why. What's the reason? Why they want to bring me down after everything I've done? After everything I've done, 500 plus videos, non-stop, trying to save our children, you know. You know what I'm doing in Northern Ireland, everything I'm involved in, and all of a sudden, people want to bring me down. Now, the only people that want to bring me down are the British government and the papers, okay? So that's why we want to know. This is why we always say give it 24 hours, guys. Let's see where it comes from, and then let's look at their end game. Maybe we saw their end game last night in Bangor, I don't know. We'll find out as we go forward. I know who I am. There's plenty of people in Belfast know exactly who I am. Fortunately, these clowns don't know who I am. And I'm really pissed off because either any one of them could have come and speak to me at any time. I'm no hiding. I'm everywhere, you know. Everybody knows where I am, you know. Everybody in my community, all over Belfast, knows exactly where I am. But not yet one of them would come and speak to me. They'd rather bitch about me behind my back and spread rumours. And this is another message to everybody that turned their back on me. Don't be turning your back to me after this. Because I've watched every one of you. There's not many, there's a very, very small, but there's a couple there who I'm very, very disappointed in. And yeah, don't really know them that well, to be honest with you. I'm not really disappointed, you know what I mean? But this is the world we live in. This is what happens when men like me step up and put our head above the parapet, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let my community judge. Okay, I'm going to let you guys judge who you want to get behind, and we'll leave it at that. But I'm going live tonight to clear it all up. I'm going to have to go through it all again, everything again. As you all know on my platform, that I've done this a couple of times, you know. But unfortunately, these guys are reading the Irish news. That's their evidence. They're bringing the Irish news to fellow Protestants in Ireland, Northern Ireland, and going, look, Freedomdad, look how bad freedom. So, you understand? This is where we're at right now. We've got men reading the Irish news and trying to bring me down. So, I'm going to let you guys decide, because that's what it's about. My platform's about what's in my head, okay? I can't come and talk to you the way I do my stuff and not talk about this because it's in my head, okay? I've told you this, all you guys have been here from the start. That's how it works. I don't edit, I don't read, I don't do nothing. I turn the camera on and I talk. I'll be turning the camera on, I'll be talking tonight. So tune in tonight, 7:30, 8 o'clock, to hear Freedomdad's side of the story. And then you can judge for yourself what's truly going on. God bless.